Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Pisces Perception 221. I'm back today with a collective reading, a reading for all the signs. I want to see what general messages that want to come through for everyone watching. I know it's been a few days since I've uploaded, so I figured to get back into it, we would tap into the collective and just see what messages want to come out. Hopefully this will be helpful for you, and some things that you need to hear maybe, or some confirmation about things that you've been wondering, stuff like that. We'll see what wants to come through, any type of guidance or advice for the collective. So like I said, this is for all signs. I hope everyone's doing well. So I want to start with a Moonology card just to get into it, an overall energy, and then we're going to get into the tarot. I have the Universe Has Your Back oracle cards for some additional messages, some angel answers for additional messages. So maybe think of a question and we'll answer through those. And did I say I have the tarot? Because yeah, I have regular Rider-Waite, and I guess we'll finish it with some Divine Doors. So what just popped out? I already shuffled before we started, so this came out. It's a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So we're already starting off with Virgo energy. The new moon in Virgo talks about working hard, achieving the things that we want to achieve, finally putting the work into practice. And, you know, maybe you have laid plans, you've been planning something, and now it's time to act. Virgo is very about achieving, among other things. I'll read from the book. And quickly, I want to say, you know, I talk a lot about putting in the work. And what I mean by that is, first of all, listen to yourself and your body. And if you feel that you're overworking yourself, you know, I don't mean stress until you have the desired results or have achieved what you're out to achieve. You know, go at your own pace, listen to yourself. And putting in the work to me means, you know, the things that don't serve us, things that are not good for us, but maybe we keep going back to, kind of that devil energy I'm getting. And cutting that out, taking the necessary steps to cut out things that don't serve us and implementing things and habits that do. So, and it's work because that's not always easy. Sometimes we want to fall back into old patterns, old habits, just because it's comfortable, it's what we know. But deep down, we know that there is something better for us. We just have to cross that threshold. And that to me is what putting in the work means. But don't forget to rest. We all need times of rest, meditation, listening to our inner selves and listening to our bodies physically when we need a bit of a break. Okay, so that's what I mean by putting in the work. It could mean different things to you, but that's really what I'm speaking of. I'm not trying to say like work, like, and you know, some things nothing happens overnight, and I believe in manifestation, but I know that there are some hindrances depending on, you know, socioeconomic influences, or, you know, it really depends on your circumstance. And you hear people say, kind of in this world of tarot, YouTube, you know, to ignore your circumstances. Your circumstances don't matter, but that doesn't always work for everyone. There are other obligations and responsibilities and things in the way. So, yeah, taking into account all of that, I know that it's easy to say, well, if you think that, you know, you're going to have $1 million by the end of the year, then you are. You might, but I am not totally blind to, you know, the circumstances of others, and everyone has a different life. But I do believe in the power of manifesting and thinking positive, and that the universe and God, whoever you pray to, whoever you believe protects you, will find a way little by little. Your circumstances may not change overnight, but I do believe in staying positive, and you can have the life that you want. Not always by working, but, putting in the work for things that maybe are holding you back, things that you have the ability to change, and everything else, definitely leave up to the universe and just stay positive and focused. So that's what I wanted to say about that. Let's get into the reading more. So new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So this is the overall energy that's coming out first. I want to read from the book. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it, so if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies, so add these into your routines now, however you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. I've said this before on this channel, but it feels good to give for others, and karma balances. If you feel like you've been giving, maybe it's a time to step back. And if you have not been giving and you've been receiving a lot, it's time to take a step back and be grateful and give when you can. It's a time to give rather than take. Take that how it resonates. If you feel that you are the one giving rather than taking, this could be switching. Scales could be starting to balance or to move. So like I said in the beginning, it's a time to, this says take stock of where you are right now. Where do you want to go? The planning stages, it's time to make that organized. Don't overanalyze, make it simple. Focusing on your health, clean eating when and if you can, alternative therapies. So if you're someone who is not, if you're opposed or just don't have access to traditional therapy, things can be therapeutic to you personally. Writing, reading, drawing, meditating, going for a walk, going for a run, exercising, that ties in with the health aspect. So yeah. Recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. So this could be saying that you need to start setting and getting into routines. If that's something that you've been thinking about, going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time every day, eating breakfast, a healthy breakfast, things like that. Start getting into a routine. This is a good time to do that, Spirit is saying. Gradual improvements are coming. Remember that everything is gradual, everything is a process. If you don't see direct, immediate results, which you may not, in whatever you're set out to do, don't let that discourage or derail you. Pay attention to detail if you want success without being pedant. I don't know what that word is, but I'm assuming that it means without overanalyzing. So paying attention to detail. Let's say for me personally, like this has been giving me problems lately. I drink a coffee every morning and I felt like crap. And so the past 2 days I didn't have a coffee in the morning, and it's that little thing, and I'm starting to feel better, cutting out all that sugar and the acidity of a coffee has made me, realize that maybe that was really not serving me. I thought that the caffeine was like helping me go, but really it wasn't. It was a hindrance to my health. And, so paying attention to details like that, little things that you can fix or change if you want success. be of service to others, and love and money will follow. So yeah, that's that karma coming in when you're serving your soul purpose, when you're expressing love and service to others, loving yourself. Love and money in the 3D world will come to you. Like I said, I do believe in manifestation. I do believe in manifestation of money as well. So staying on your path, loving yourself and others, and you will be rewarded. Maybe you come into some unexpected money. That's not a prediction, but I'm just saying. The person you're asking about, if you're asking about someone right now, is reliable. Maybe you are involved with someone and you don't know if they're trustworthy or not. This is saying that you listen to your intuition. This person may be reliable and trustworthy. You could be on the cusp of a great friendship, something like that. And the overall teaching, Virgo is the sign of health, service, and analysis. Its energy is precise and has a feeling of the harvest about it. When this card comes up, it could be that a wonderful bounty is coming your way. However, the energy of the new moon in Virgo is usually about getting your life in order. So that's what you need to do at the time of the Virgo new moon and whenever else you pull this card. Yeah, getting your life in order, taking inventory of the stuff that's not serving you, cut it out, people, places, and things, praying for help and guidance to release the past, to move on so that you can achieve success, you can be on the road to success and stay focused. Okay, so that's kind of the overall energy. So I'm feeling for the collective right now. You've been doing the work and it's time to believe that. It's time to maybe get a little more organized and take more action. Putting your plans and your organization into action. Okay. On the back we have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So yeah, Pisces is a sign of going within. This is and listening to your inner self, your subconscious. If you've been having crazy dreams lately, maybe you can look up the meanings of them. Listening to your dreams, that's how spirit communicates with you sometimes, or all the time. I don't really know. Dreams are crazy. But anyway, yeah, so that ties into the therapeutic aspect, a time of meditation, and also contemplating your next move. This isn't a time, Spirit is saying, to be so rash. Maybe you need to think more logically. Virgo is an air sign. It does talk about thoughts and logic. So being logical about your next steps. This is a good time to do that. The things that you're contemplating, this is confirmation. Maybe change your ways. Maybe get, organized about what you want to do. Start being realistic. You can achieve the things that you want. You can ground your dreams in reality. You just have to think of a plan and follow through. And look, blessings are coming to you. We have the Ace of Cups here. The universe wants to offer you something. It sees you working hard. If you've been manifesting, doing law of attraction work, stuff like that, it's working. So let's get into some overall messages through this tarot. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords, more air energy. Virgo. Wait, is Virgo? No, Virgo is an earth sign. What am I talking about? But also, like I said, grounding your dreams in reality, being still being logical. So I guess it applies. But here we have two air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We have the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords in the reverse. These are really good. I can tell that the collective has been going through a rather rough time. Perhaps like sleeplessness, worry, doubt, overthinking, overanalyzing. This is saying that, 9 in general talks about attaining. So perhaps the cycle is closing and you're ready to attain something that you have been wishing for, hoping for. This a cycle is completing. This cycle of heartbreak with the Three of Swords, you're starting to move on. And if you have been through a painful type of ending, all an ending is a new beginning. So a new cycle is starting to open up for you. Threes talk about growth and creativity. So using your creativity as therapy and, you know, learning to move on in your own way. Threes also talk about partnership and friendship. So if someone has broken your heart, maybe you broke your own heart, you're going to be coming into more stronger relationships, friendships, people that will support you possibly. Perhaps you've been feeling pretty alone on this path. Growth is hard. Growth is messy. I've said this before, but growing and healing is not in a linear time frame. You know, we go up and down. Maybe you've been crying a lot lately. We just had the lunar eclipse a few weeks ago, which brings in like a big emotional energy. It's not all in your head. You are going through something, and you're going to be rewarded. You're going to be learning and attaining what you want, if that's spiritual knowledge, if you know that's growing in peace within you, and or if this is something more in the 3D world, like I said, relationships, friendships, healing family relationships, things like that. You're starting to complete old cycles. This also talks about, you know, the swords are cutting out those things that are not serving you. The Six of Pentacles, yeah. So karma is going to be restored, a time to give rather than take. If you've been giving, it's time that you're going to start to be, you know, taking. If someone has not been like reciprocating to you, it's time to take a step back and give more to yourself. If you have been kind of doing your own thing for a while and not really in regards to others, it will be beneficial to you and to those other people that you touch and you help. But either way, these scales are coming into balance. There's going to be a restoration of karma. If you see someone in need, you know, not turning a blind eye and just helping in any way that you can. Asking someone how their day is, you know, like it could be so simple as that, you know, you make someone else smile. If you can help in other ways and you know, maybe financial ways, if you want to donate to someone or a charity, something like that, that really helps to raise the collective consciousness, helping and giving to others. It feels good for you, it feels good for them, and the universe watches and rewards you for that. Lifting the vibration of yourself and others so that we can have a world that is more harmonious. Rebuilding after this period of heartbreak, moving on and rebuilding, knowing that you're worthy, knowing that you're good enough, you're worthy of a good life, the life that you want. Someone has talked down to you or made you feel less than, something like that. It's, you know, and maybe with this Nine of Swords in the reverse, that was really getting to you and you were starting to believe it, but now that's shifting. We have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, something has been quite burdensome. All of this has been weighing on you. But we go from the Nine of Swords, even though it's in reverse, we still have this energy. So this Nine of Swords, you know, overthinking, having a lot on your shoulders, up at night, being upset, stress. The Ten of Wands is starting to realize that and saying, why am I having all this on my plate? I deserve to feel light and free and only take on what I can. I can only do so much. And the 10 talks about completion. It's the end of a cycle. It's a renewal. You could be getting new ideas, new ways to work more efficiently, not spreading yourself so thin, giving time for yourself. Yeah, definitely giving back to yourself. Maybe it's a time to give to yourself rather than let others take from you, take advantage of you, something like that. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So the wheel is spinning. This is another card of karma. Things will be shifting in your favor. There is a great shift. You're on your path to destiny as well, to fulfilling your destiny. Things that are happening, they're not necessarily happening to you. They're happening for a reason. Spirit is saying, be wary of that. This is another card of karma. That whatever you give is coming back to you. Four of Pentacles, maybe you've been holding on too tightly to the past. You've been holding on to the words of others. You may be, feeling kind of, in a monetary sense, maybe you're feeling frugal, you're struggling a bit financially. This wheel, again, talks about being taken care of. It's a very intense, divine card. This Page of Cups is starting new. So maybe really starting to let go. Starting to let go and move on to create your destiny, right? Nothing is set in stone. The Page of Cups is a new creative endeavor, following your intuition, following what your heart desires. Starting a new path. The page is rather young and naive, and he or she, it may not be totally clear where they're going, but they want to start anew. And there's this sense of like wonder within them. Someone also could be coming towards you. Perhaps this person who, if there's someone in your life that you haven't necessarily been getting along with, something like that, they may be coming back around, new and improved. That's a message for someone. And you may have this sense of wonder that you want to start something new, but mixed with this energy of new moon in Virgo, being a bit logical, how to ground your dreams into reality. Yeah, something new. And I always get with this Page of Cups too, because the water is behind them, that go with the flow as well, not holding on too tightly to ideas and circumstances, how you think things should go. What you want, putting it out into the universe, making it known, claiming it. You know what you deserve, so claim it and it will come to you. Don't worry about the when and the how and the where and the why, right? Don't worry about when and how. It just will come. So letting go of your manifestations, writing it down. I was talking to someone about this today. Writing down what you want and burning it, literally burning it, releasing it into the ethers. And the universe is listening. It knows what you want. When you let go of what you want, you're not forgetting about it. It's not on the back burner. It's just out there. It's in motion. It's what you want. Once you claim it and ask for it, and it's literally already in motion. So just give it time. Don't hold on so tightly. Don't hold on so tightly to past relationships and any type of relationship. If you know in your heart of hearts that it's time to move on. The Three of Swords talks about walking away for your greater good. Like sometimes for your mental health. We have Judgment on the back. You could be getting a wake-up call soon. If you're feeling not so great, that's that new moon energy in Virgo. What do I need to change? You know, having this wake up call of, you know, I need to start making some changes in my life so that I can reach happiness and fulfillment, and to get what I deserve. The universe wants to send you signs and let you know that. Yeah, walking away from what doesn't serve you. We have justice in the reverse on the back. You have maybe felt like this scale is so tipped one way for a while, and you're wondering, when will things change for me? When will things work out for me? Just say what you want and release it. Don't give in to negative self-talk. Don't give in to doubt and fear. Those all bring your vibration down, and it brings you what you want. It repels it further from you. Doesn't mean it's not coming, but it will take more time. There will be more blocks to achieve happiness, celebration, these relationships that do serve you. This is the happiness that you are seeking, that lightheartedness, feeling free, that young spirit that maybe you've been seeking. You need to walk away from certain things and people and places that, you know, use your intuition. If you're in a conversation with someone and you're like not feeling it, like, listen to your intuition. This conversation is not serving me or helping me or benefiting me in any way. I'm actually not having a good time. Listen to that. Whoop. Okay, so let's get some angel answers. I don't want this, it's already over 25 minutes. We have no need to worry flipped up. There is no need to worry. Like I said, worrying about the how and the when. Oh, what I want, it feels so far away. I don't see this working out. Whatever it is that you're asking about, there's just no way. There's no need to worry about that stuff. Just know that it will happen. If you really believe it, and if you think that something should be happening, it will. It's your power of manifestation, and it's a little bit of destiny. Oh my, okay. Oh my gosh, okay, so I'm gonna take this one that flipped up. It's compromise. So this yet another image of scales. We have justice, we have the Six of Pentacles, and now we have this. And something else, I think just the energy of the Virgo card also was kind of about like balance. So you may have to make certain compromises when you cut out these things, when you make these healthy changes, something like that. It takes a bit of compromise. That's where that work comes in, but it's really worth it. Making the compromises when you step back and kind of let people take care of themselves for a bit. If you've been giving, Spirit is saying stop. You have done what you could. You're actually being too nice, maybe. Something like that. I'm not saying like switch it up and be like mean-spirited, but if you've been giving to other people and not yourself, you know, that's that energy of balancing the scales, and it will come back to you. Helping others. A compromise. If you know, there's someone around you who's like kind of annoying, maybe they just need like a little reassurance or something like that, and that's like your good deed. You know what I mean? It takes a bit of compromise to get what we want and to feel fulfilled and to reap our rewards and our benefits that is waiting for us. Now I want to show you this. We have look for a sign, which has that justice energy to me. The universe wants to send you signs and let you know that you're on the right path, and it wants to encourage you. Then under that we have big happy changes. So once you really start putting in the motion of, you know, what do I want? Taking the steps to get there, laying down my burdens, walking away from things that I know intuitively are not good for me. You're going to be experiencing these big, happy changes. And like I said, everything takes time. When you give in to doubt and fear and stuff like that, it's just going to take longer and longer. You have to let your manifestations kind of catch up to you in the 3D. So if you're not seeing these big, grand changes right away, please don't get discouraged. Look for a sign. Look for a sign that it's coming. Let's get a universe has your back. We'll see what sign wants to come from this. These are some good messages in here, usually in regards to love, not romantic, it could be, but self-love, unconditional love, love for others, love in the collective space, just overall high vibrational feelings. This is something that is on the back of the deck. I'll just read it quick. The author's hope is that this deck will help you to deepen your connection to the innermost part of yourself and to the universe. In that connection, you will be guided to your true purpose, to be love and spread love. So literally being in alignment with love, being love, radiating love and positivity. It's not always easy, but you feel it within you, that unconditional love. And it really starts when you start to love yourself, and loving yourself is taking these necessary steps to be healthy, treating your body and your spirit and yourself well. Oneness is my true nature. Oneness is my true nature. Being one with everything around you, going with the flow, feeling at ease, taking a few deep breaths and meditating and feeling at peace, at one with everything around you, because that is your true nature. That's what we get back to. That's how we're born, kind of just being aware of our being, if that makes sense. Oneness is my true nature. When you feel all wrapped up in like the hustle and bustle of the world, remember that, take a step back, and oneness is your true nature. So if you really want to feel at peace, this is something that you can remind yourself of. Don't forget who you are. You're an ethereal being, and oneness is in your true nature. It is your true nature. You radiate love, and you are love and loved. Let's end it with a divine door. It's a little tiny poem and a message. These are some really beautiful messages coming out for the collective. I hope you're enjoying. I hope you are getting something out of this. The main message is really taking care of yourself, checking in with yourself, and doing what you need to do to be happy and safe and secure within yourself, loving yourself, treating yourself with respect and love. Okay, this is the first one. It's kind of like a damaged door. Maybe that's how you feel, that you're coming out of this like damaged space. You're opening the window to something better. This cycle is completing. It says walkabout. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people. The earth is your tribe. In indigenous lessons, you find the will to survive. So yeah, getting back to where we came from, being at one with the universe and also the earth, feeling the earth, getting out into nature. The trees are your people. So if you're kind of around people all day, take some time for yourself. Be around trees if you can. And you discover your path. And here's another like similar card, like the door is just open enough to let in the light. It says change beckons. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. So yeah, this change is beckoning to you. It's calling you. Change is really is saying you're ready to start making changes, and to, don't be alarmed, don't be scared. Like I said, change and growth, it can be scary. It's change, but change is good. We all need it. We just have to take a leap of faith sometimes, and take these steps to a better life that, know that you deserve it, and that you can achieve true happiness, and everything else will follow. Begin here. Do not fear. Oh my God. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. Yeah, you have to begin somewhere when you're ready. And Spirit wants you to know that you are protected on this new path. It's meant for you. It's when you feel the change beckoning, it's for a reason. It's time for this cycle to complete. Don't fear what the travel brings, because it's something really beautiful and meant for you. Okay, guys, that's what I have for you for this collective message. Please let me know what you think, if this resonated with you in your situation right now. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.